Okay. Ooh, slippery spot. Just checking out my snare there. So the coyote track's going in there. And I can see it strung out. This is my sneaky spot where that coyote was staying in the culvert. And he's over there. It looks like the birds came to check him out. Maybe another coyote came to check him out, actually. Oh, crawl through there. And it looks like another coyote came to check it out. So, nice catch. Nicely furred. We'll take it. I don't have any other snares with me, but I'll come back and reset this here. And I was right in there. So, nice one. We'll take it. All right, we picked up that one coyote on the way home, and we're about to head out. Just starting to get dark. I'm not gonna bring my rifle, but I'll probably see bucks running everywhere. The rut's on right now, and just seen a couple good bucks there out at work, but no time to hunt. We're trapping today. Well, we got to our first bait here, and looks promising. Piggy's gone. And that's a track, so we'll check her out. The next, we checked one snare there, nothing. And now we're coming up to this other one here. And it looks like we got ourselves a coyote there. Got a couple more snares to check. But this guy's, he's done. Just pulled the cable there. Snare was right there, so we'll be able to remake that, no problem. And we'll just go check out the other spots here. Pick that up there and use that. Okay, this snare here is where I caught that one coyote. The last one here. And no tracks, but we'll just kind of turned around back there. But there's just a twig in the way here, so I'm gonna just break that off. Not that it affected them. And then gonna kick it out, make it look like there's some disturbance there. I'm gonna go back over here. Some deer tracks through here. Still a few coyote tracks. Let's see what happened over here. So here we got some deer tracks. Looks like the deer kicked my snare out of the way. So we'll fix that up. And then there's another ram over there and it's not disturbed. I'll just go check that out. But looks like the coyotes, except for the one, evaded us here. But one's better than none. So just leaving that site, this is at a new spot. And I can see all kinds of coyote trails coming out of the bush. Then they go down the edge of the field and into the bait. So next time I come through, I'm gonna bring a couple extra snares and see if I can find some that are just coyote trails and no deer or nothing like that. And then we'll put the odd snare there just to see if we can pick them up. But that's promising. That's a nice looking coyote. Nice furred, belly's fairly light. And there's a nice catch. Okay, we're over at Glenn's here. So I got some coyote tracks on my trails. I rushed out the door and realized on the weekend when we went hunting, I put my Put my bag there that has my snare setters. Oh, I think my ram's gone. My snare setters off into the garage there. And there's a coyote there. Yeah, so if I make a catch with those, I won't be able to remake it, but I do have extra power ram snares. And I do have a couple set lights out snares in my pocket, but hopefully I need more than just 2. All right, we're gonna duck in here. Actually, I'll take big steps around. Here's a coyote. Looks like a nice one there. I'm gonna try the flashlight on this here. There we go. That works. I'll save my flashlight batteries. Looks like another coyote came to check it out. Power ram 101 is in there. It's first snare I checked here, and this is since the snow. So there's a couple other tracks on top. So we'll see if we get lucky there. But yeah, it looks like a nice coyote. We'll remake it and bring you up to speed on the other ones. So this is where I hung the lights out snare. And looks like we got one tangled up over there. Again, we had another coyote come circle around, visit it. And we'll undo this. A little bit of a darker one. Fur's good on the back though. We'll check this out at home though. See how it's made out. And a couple more snares yonder. And then 2 over that way. And lots of tracks running all over in here. So we'll I won't remake this one. I'm gonna save the other snares for on my farm there. Okay, we'll pull this one and remake it on Saturday. So we got the other snares there, and we had a duck under. Bumped up my snare there. Dirty bugger. Move that. So coyote went underneath it and kind of bumped it. He's been using it lots, but over here, pick up my flashlight. Here we got a little pup, but the birds got to him. Dirty bastards. And that was tucked in right here. So what we're gonna do is remake it, and not much we can do there. Maybe we'll get it tanned or see what's left there. But yeah, it happens. And at least it's not the nicest coyote, and we'll reset that. Still a couple more over here to check. Okay, so we're at the same bait here. We end up picking up a little fox. Looks like a nice one. Ram, or not the ram, but the snare was right against here, anchored there. So we'll go inside the bush here, check out the other snare. It just looks like that was a squirrel digging beside it. We'll go check this one out. Turn you on in a second here. And we got coyote tracks going right through where I like to hang my favorite snare here. It's leaning right there, but the snare's gone because we got a coyote over here, all stretched out like. So that's 4 coyotes and a fox here, and I had 1 snare that didn't get touched. So, and I'm gonna reset the fox one and this one here, and we'll go from there. And we'll show you the other guys once we get them all piled up. So I hung my snare back there, nice and deadly. Get it to focus there. There we go. Just lean it up, stick the snare out, and we're golden. Let me level this out a bit, hide my tracks, and go grab that fox now. It's kind of neat. It's like a crime scene. Okay, we'll catch you on. Okay, so we got the fox, that young little pup, this big male, another big male, and the pecker. It's always gonna be a pecker in the group. Not a bad little check here. Gonna get into the truck and head off to the next bait. Okay, we made it to another bait here. It's coming up. Taking a look at it here. Got a coyote. Looks like caught it back a little bit. It's just a pup. Fur's a little roughed up. We'll have to check that out. Had the snare there, and they're sneaking through. What I did here is the birds kept eating all my bait, so I just brought a bucket with all the guts in it and beaver in there, I think, so the birds can come and peck at it all they want, but then the coyotes can't really get it and take it. So it worked out good. One more snare in here. Lots of bird tracks. See if I can see my snare without going too close. I think it's over here. Just trying to find my ribbon. There's a couple of snow bumps in here, but they're not coyotes. Where are you, ribbon? It's one of the spots I'm not used to seeing yet. It's gotta be around here somewhere. I think this is the trail here. Wow, just give me a second here and I'll... there's my ribbon. Just a little guy is running a ribbon and my snare's gone, so let's see. Oh, the snare's not gone. It's right here. Right there. So we'll call that good. I'm just gonna kick that out of the way a little bit and raise it up. And then we'll go reset that other one and carry on. There's only 2 snares here. It's gonna let the coyote show me. Other years it hasn't been that productive. So just playing around, getting rid of some guts and stuff. Okay, we'll catch you at the next set here. Well, there's a few tracks to this other bait. Call this the D bait, I guess. Coyote tracks over there. Nice and heavy over here, so we got a good little string here. Good snares, so it looks like they go both ways. And let's see what happens here. It's looking heavy. Gotta keep my phone pointed and low to the ground here so it reflects the light. And just cheated a little bit. But it looks like I have a coyote and a power ram, but the birds got to it. plucked a little hair, see what it looks like. Sometimes it looks a lot worse than it is. The coyotes carried on past there, but you can tell when we walked in, so this must be a dominant one here. Sometimes the other coyotes run back and forth, or a female, but it's a big one. So we'll remake it. And it's disturbed here a bit, but I think we're gonna get some snow in a couple days, so it'll blend it all back in. I'll put it on the trail where I came in and go check my other, I think there's 7 snares here. All right, we'll catch you at the next one. So here we got some coyote tracks, and you're not going to be able to see that. I don't want to get too close, but my one snare's right there. He just brushed against it and carried on through there. I've been through there twice, so I think maybe third time's going to be the charm for me. So, got another snare over here. There's nothing in it. I just walked past it, but we'll show you the next snare here after. Well, this coyote's got 9 lives. He went through and bumped this snare over and then walked past it. It's just in the snow here. Had it resting there. So I'll set that up, and then just behind me, he went around a snare and just bumped it out of the way a little bit. So I'm not too worried. Like I always say, we'll get him next time. So I'll stand this up there and head off to the next bait. So this is something you don't see all the time. There's a coyote that's kind of onto my game here, and he's walking on logs to stay away from me. And then every once in a while, hop off, make a new trail, and then come back, hop on another log. On this end of my line here, can't find my ribbons. There's one. Walked right past it. And then there's a couple other ones up here. But doesn't look like it made any catches at this end. Just this one coyote here, walking like on all logs for like 25-30 yards, which just don't do. So he's smart, he's on to the game. We'll have to just change it a little bit. All right, we'll see if we got anything in these other snares here. Well, I was looking for my ribbon and I found it there. But then this guy kind of spooked me a little bit. I went down and his eyes were glowing. Nice looking coyote. Looks like he came down from this direction here. Got caught, went off there. Fur looks really nice. And then further that way, there's another snare at the end of a T intersection, and that one got bumped there. So still some more coyotes running around. We'll keep working at them, but this guy will go good with the other ones in the truck. Nice big coyote. Okay, we'll remake it and carry on. So we got some tracks going in here. We had a snare right here, and we got a coyote all tangled up. Doesn't look like it fought the snare too much. Just trampled it down, and right there. It's a lights out snare. We'll see if we can loosen it up, and we'll take a look at it probably in the shop. I'm trying to get things done tonight. But another nice looking dog. Looks like a young female probably. The fur is really nice. We'll remake this one. And this is one I think we made a catch on already. So I'll remake it, and then I think I only have one set lights out snare left. So all right, we'll see you in a bit here. All right, and there wasn't much for tracks, and then we got to this one. Just another lights out snare. Here, coyotes out. I was gonna set this one at just the spot that, see if, there we go. It was just a spot that, I'll throw something in there. The trail is kind of this way here. Freaking light was this way here. Only one track in, so I thought, well, maybe we'll throw it in. I had this with me and we'll try her out. But I don't have any more with me, so we won't remake it, but we'll take this coyote and go check out the other ones. Okay, so this is where we had free hanging snare, and it looks like it's gone. And we got ourselves another coyote here. So it looked like it went around. Looks like a good catch. We'll figure that out a bit, but definitely more coyotes here. So these ones are all coming out, and I found a couple more trails this way that they're going back and forth. I'll have to set up a little bit better on the weekend, but another nice coyote. We will take this one, and then I think there's another four snares, but it's coming along. Pretty good night tonight. Truck's got the tunes cranked, and we're rocking with the coyotes here. All right, see you at the next set. So here we got another coyote. So I had this kind of just tucked underneath the tree there, leaning against the branch, and come along and he got caught. A little darker, this one. But we'll take it. It's a coyote. Yeah, I'm not sure what all happened here. Had it anchored here. And this is the anchor wire. Then this popped up over top. But it looks like a bit of disturbance here. But I think that's too far for him to reach. Not sure. Oh, there's a chicken right there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, chicken, I saved your life there. We'll see if you can zoom up on it after. Anyways, we caught this guy and he was gonna eat the chicken. But he was coming from this direction here, heading out to the trail. And I'm following a couple more coyote trails, but they must just go around the block. There's no more snares after this, so. Okay, we will fix this up and carry on. Well, just heading to my second last bait. We've had a pretty good run so far, and I'm following coyote tracks on my truck tracks there. Just got off the phone with a landowner where a new spot, so there should be quite a few coyotes and wolves there. And he's all done hunting, and he said, yeah, go ahead and I'm gonna go check it out on the weekend, so that'd be cool. Right now I'm following what looks like a big set of coyote tracks and a smaller set of coyote tracks. But maybe they'll kick off towards my bait and we'll see. But yeah, I just want to give you that update there, and kind of looking forward to getting on some new ground. I know these areas pretty well, so I always like to explore and figure things out. I like the challenge, and here we go. But oh, the coyote tracks, one kicks off away from my bait and the other one kind of goes towards my bait. So, oh, and then I picked up another one in my tire tracks. So two heading towards my bait. Let's check it out here. Okay, so we came in here, and I won't walk up to it there, but my snare where we caught coyote last time is like right there against that tree. So we got a coyote, walk up to it, sniff it, then walks around it. And then here, I think might have caught a coyote. So I'm not sure what happened here, but it was resting here. No tracks, so it's before the snow, and no coyote. And then we got 2 more snares over this way. Haven't checked them out yet, but there's coyote tracks heading that way, so maybe we get lucky. But I'll just reset this one here and just be careful it doesn't go off. I reset on that last coyote, and that ram fired off, and there was a big commotion there for a second, but didn't hit me. It just flew out of my hand and went the other way, thank goodness. But we will set this up and check out the other snares. So we got some rabbit tracks here, but coyotes have been circling around. Went to another one of my snares over there, kind of dodged it, but didn't dodge this one. So I used to keep my snare further up there, and they started figuring out, so I just moved it right up here, right close. So not too bad of a coyote. Looks like a little female probably. Just got caught, kept around here, tethered right up there, and I can hear another coyote yipping in the distance. So at least we got one here, and yeah. So we'll remake this one and head out to the last bait. And there's only 3 snares there. And hopefully on the weekend, I don't know, it's gonna be a long day. On Saturday, if I spend the whole day setting and baiting, I'm gonna have to line up more bait and make a trip. Might take a day off work to go do that. But we will keep catching coyotes. That's what we're doing. We're just walking into the last bait here, and some coyote tracks. That last one I forgot to show you guys. I brought that pig in there, nothing ate it. It was too hard. Have to bring the sawzall and chop her up a little bit. But we don't have too much for bait here, just a little pig. Little pig. So the coyotes are coming through here, rummaging through stuff, digging it all up. So I got a snare over here, this way, and then 2 other ones further back. So let's just walk the loop. So here's a coyote, and snare was just in here. Let me get you guys closer. It's not like it's daytime, right? So there it is. The snare was tucked in there. So we went back and forth a little bit and got done. Looks not too bad. Looks like its tail might be short or just tucked underneath it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'll finish the loop. There's more coyote tracks than that here, so we'll check the rest out. Not sure what they're digging up here. That's kind of crazy. Okay, I'm just put you on hold here. Coyotes must be really hungry there. I can't believe how many tracks. So I'm gonna put another snare up there, and I should have, because with all these tracks, they went and smashed my coyote, ate them up. That's not so good. So I got one more snare over here, and the trails are beat up hard over there, so we'll go check that out, and then remake this. I don't know if I can remake it. It's so trampled here, so I might just move it further up to where I was thinking before. But looked like a nice coyote just to pop though. I'll go check this last snare, and then we'll remake the works here. Well, just walking up to the last snare, and this one here is kind of out in the middle, and I just thought, well, what the heck, we'll throw it here, and we got ourselves a nice big male coyote, looks like. So this bait was pretty much dead, and like one track or something. What do you guys see when I set it up? There wasn't much here. I just kind of threw the snares out where I thought they'd come, and ended up catching 3, well, 1 in each snare, but then one got 8. But nice. Just checking things out here a little bit, looking around, and the trail carries on. Another, oh, these are birds coming to check them out, so they didn't get on there, thank goodness. Another coyote kind of skirted. So what I'll do is I'll remake this, put it right there. I doubt something else will come right down this trail again, but if we get a bit of snow, I'll walk it out, and hopefully we snag another one. So we had a pretty good run tonight. I lost track there. I have to do a truck count. But this is a nice big boy. All right, we'll catch you guys in the shop there. So we just got back to the shop here. We got back into the house. I said hi to the Brandy and Blake, and just came out here to start offloading. So these are the skin coyotes from before, so I have to figure what I'm going to do with those. I don't want to wreck my baits. They're just starting to get going, but I might just take it to one spot and dump them there and see what happens. But there you go. Time to offload the coyotes and call our nights. So I got a half truck full of coyotes here. Still have a pig there to get rid of and some guts from Blake's deer, but we piled them up pretty good. So I got all the coyotes piled in here. Not a bad check there. Left one in the bush because it was 8. And ended up with 16 coyotes and a fox. Some of these guys are pretty big dogs. This guy is super fresh. I didn't realize he was that fresh. But not too bad. I'm gonna let them set up a bit. Might take this guy and these 2. They're fairly soft, so I'll hang them in the shop and thaw them out, and then we'll skin them tomorrow night and make a plan.